back. It's Friday night, and this is again that new piece, one of the new pieces I played for you last night. I'm really digging it. I've developed it a little bit more today. Yeah, so until the situation with my service improves, I'm just going to like do a video at night, whereas I like to do them in the morning. You know, I like to do the music video in the morning, drink a cup of coffee, and then let it upload, and in an hour or two later in the morning watch it back. So now I just have to let it upload till it's done, then check it in the morning. Yeah, you know, just really like the way this music glides, and yeah, doing better, actually, doing better. Doing better today, you know, every day is a journey. Besides my own personal rhythms as far as depression and other moods, I just have this nagging sense that it's something larger. You know, that what I'm feeling is me, but that there's just, this is an apocalyptic, cataclysmic time, and it is. It's not just. It's a time of change and upheaval. I just feel it. I feel it. So today, I went ahead and purchased a new record. You know, I needed some vinyl therapy. I needed it bad, and I chose something that I really wanted, which is David Bowie Reality. This is the first time on vinyl. Music on vinyl. They do a great job. This is not a great David Bowie album, but this is a good David Bowie album. They did a wonderful job on it. Really nice paper, slick paper, numbered. Comes with a 12-page booklet, big fat full color booklet, and it's on clear green vinyl, 180 gram, I believe. Yeah, that's 180 gram. Nice. I've only played part of side one so far. I have had the record digitally for a while, and like I say, it's not my favorite Bowie album, but I like it. I like the way he does Pablo Picasso better than the original, Jonathan Richman and the Modern Lovers. And I played it back in the day, back in the 80s. Several bands covered Pablo Picasso. I played it a bunch of times. I like David Bowie's version, I really do. I also have always liked this cover, that image. Bowie as almost like a ageless alien reality. So that I had to get that today, and but I've continued to work on music. I worked on the track I played at the beginning of this video some more today. I wrote. Yeah, it is writing. It is writing. I wrote another sound piece, which I won't play right now. It's in process, but feels good. Feels good. Yeah, folks, it does feel like, you know, the exchange here is like a conversation that I'm having with the world, and it's neat. It's a privilege, and there's something reassuring about it. You know, there's just a lot of monstrous stuff going on in the world, you know, and the more I look at it, the more I'm understanding that when you're in a position of power and money, and when you're doing that thing, well, that's when you're in that position, that's what it looks like you're supposed to be doing. They don't see what I see, you know. What's happening is happening, you know, and it's the way it is. So, it's an interesting time, you know. It just, you know, you look at the news and you see the laws that they're enacting, and it appears that everything that is being done to ruin the ability of the middle class or just a common man to make it. It really appears that every decision is being made for the advantage of those that already have the advantage. And the more I look at it, the more it seems, well, it just makes sense that they're going to do that. To them, of course that's what they're going to do. It makes sense. It's just too bad that that's how things are. You know, someone, maybe jokingly, maybe not jokingly, had left a comment on my last video to go to the dark side. Well, I already know the dark side. I've already been there. And let me tell you, I'm all about trying to bring light. There's plenty of darkness, and when I go dark, I go dark. I already know about that. You know, it's like the spectrum of life includes the light and the dark, you know, and everything in between. I don't even think that the dark is all that cool, like a lot of people still think it is, like almost like teens and kids think that skeletons and monsters are cool, you know. Dark side isn't cool, you know. It's to be dealt with. I'm definitely about trying to spread some light, you know. And moodiness, which can seem dark, is fine, but, you know, on the real side, when I was a teenager, you know, with a friend of mine, the friend of mine that came out, who I had no idea, we're best friends, and that's how naive I was in high school. I didn't know he was gay till he came out. But he was also dabbling in Satanism, so I got involved for a little bit of there, you know what I'm saying? And we got in over our heads. You know, my friend, I won't say his name, he was casting spells, and he got a hold of the damn neighbor, one of the neighbor's cats, and sacrificed the damn cat, killed it, you know what I'm saying? And I participated in some rituals, and we got in over our heads. We had a visitation. You know, the thing about this stuff, people, is energy. You know, the forces of nature and energy are real. You know, it doesn't have a damn thing to do with what you believe and what you read in a book and what you were taught. The forces of life are above and beyond what man comprehends. And if you play with them, you'll find out, you know. You'll find out. It doesn't have nothing to do with somebody's damn dogma. You play around with the forces of life and nature, you'll find out that shit is real. So, I listen to heavy music and sometimes dark music. But naturally what comes out is real, you know. And what's coming out of me is not darkness, you know. We don't need any more darkness. We don't need any more darkness. Some other records sitting down here, because I did actually play something else, and then I have something here that I'm going to play. But I played this today thinking that maybe I was going to sell it, but I'm not, because this is so good. Spider-Man of the Rings by Dan Deacon. Spider-Man of the Rings by Dan Deacon. Dan Deacon's come to Omaha a bunch of times, and I've never gone to see him. I just finally picked this up a while back, used, and just listened to it today, thinking I was going to sell it. No, I don't like the way it starts, to be honest. It starts off with this Woody Woodpecker thing that gets annoying almost immediately. But after that, it goes up. And this happens to be on white vinyl. Dan Deacon. So this was a good spin today. I pulled this, but I haven't played it yet. I really like this band, the Mighty Lemon Drops. World Without End. I'll put this on in the background. Hopefully it doesn't get it banned. Whoops. It's quite a switch, huh? Mighty Lemon Drops, I do. I like this. I like this sound. I am comfortable with this sound as opposed to what you would typically expect me to be playing. You know, that's what I like. Like that. So someone else said I'm just kind of riffing, you know, because someone else said, you know, they said it's funny that you left your job but you've never stopped counseling. Well, thank you, because again, the definition of therapy, you know, and I was never a therapist, you know, I was a mental health specialist. You could call me a counselor, licensed in Nebraska, but not as a therapist, okay, a specialist in mental health. But what I did had a therapeutic value. You know, the definition of therapy is an interaction. And in an interaction that is helpful is therapy. An interaction, I mean, at the most basic, without getting a dictionary right now, you know, the gist of therapy is an exchange between two people, even a person to himself, that is helpful, sheds light, somehow helps, is therapy. It's therapeutic. So a lot of what I did, I know, had a therapeutic value. When I go out, you know, for very long in public, you know, I run into people I've worked with, and they always, they do. It just happened 2 days ago. I'm walking in the parking lot of the grocery store and I get stopped, you know, and thanked, you know. But it's my role. It's part of my role as a human being, and I recognize it. I think that we all have a natural role to play in the community. With a bit more conscientiousness, I think people could play their roles better. That's like I say, I'm conscientious about who I am because I'm a total human being, and I could unleash the dark side, but it wouldn't be funny, and it wouldn't be for play, and we don't need it. I don't need it. It's very conscious that I step away from the ugly side of me. Everyone has it. It still is amazes me when I talk to people who don't understand that there is no such thing as an all good or an all bad person. That's a concept. The potential of all realities lies within each person. The potential for greatness and great evil or great destruction or whatever you want to label it is within each person. Even a person that you've met that, well, that's the goodest person, they've never done a bad thing in their life. Well, you don't know that, and that doesn't mean anything. You know, that person is still a person, and the potential for anything is there in all of us. So this is just my natural thing to do in life. Mostly feel blessed, you know, and I'm glad to be this kind of person rather than some of the people that I've grown up with who are not like this. I do know some people that I grew up with who are quite rich, and to me, the way they live and the way they act when I see them is, to be honest, shameful to me. Although they're winning, and they're very successful, but it's like they're closed off from their, I don't know if it's the word heart, but their humanity. It's like the thing I want is more important than the whole picture of the human race somehow moving forward together, or just, you know, existing better. I do know some people who are very, very successful, and I just don't want to be around them, you know. It seems like you have to be evil to succeed. How do you want to say it like that? It seems like you have to close off. It's not that the idea that you want to give anything away or try to do things for people. It just seems that things could be just a little more equitable. It's always on my mind. It's just always on my mind, people. These things are always on my mind. Before I go, I've got a... Did I show the stack of CDs? I think I did. Maybe. Yeah, I showed some, but since then I listened to Kraftwerk, The Mix, and then I had Computer World. I used to have this on vinyl, and I shouldn't have sold it. Dang it. And then I needed to hear some Spring Hill Jack. Drum and bass, in a lot of ways, is aged a lot. In my opinion, drum and bass is aged. A lot of it is aged not well. And Spring Hill Jack is an example of some of the stuff is good, but it just after a while it makes you tired. And I've shown these other discs. Okay. I do need to call attention to my business. I do have records for sale. And I'm happy to say that people are digging nice. People are liking nice. This is trickling out the door. I've got maybe 8 copies left, okay? I've had a surge in sales on this and positive response. People like this. I have black vinyl as well as yellow. If you don't like colored vinyl, I have this in black. And this is my baby. I'm saying unashamedly, I have made one of the best records this year. And I'm not even on iTunes. I can't afford a publisher. I can't get on Pitchfork or Rolling Stone, you know. But I've made a record as good as any of those fucking records those people are talking about. Now and for the rest of this fucking year. And I'm serious. And the reason why I'm kind of being like that is because it's the damn truth. And people are messaging me and sending me pictures and telling me how they're playing it over and over and over again, like I was playing it over and over again. Now I'm on a new jag of music, so I'm playing my new stuff over and over again. Pick up on this, people. Come on. You know, the other part of it is, you know, I'm about to go apply for food stamps. I got to, you know, but, you know, in order to keep going, you know, and get the next record put out, buy this record. You're buying records, people, buy this record, you know. You're going to be surprised. Yeah, I'm being cocky. I'm being cocky as fuck. I've made a really good record. I've got better music already than that. Just start putting it together, you know, for the end of the year, maybe. Another record by the end of the year. I've checked in with a couple of videos, and the VC is just a wonderful place. So, be well, people, and thanks for being with me.